All right, I know you're like, what's going on with this white screen? You just gotta give it a second, man. I wouldn't expect you to understand. We're playing a new game. It comes out tomorrow. It's called Super Time Loader. You can wish list it at the link that you can find in the video description, or alternatively, you can type !time loader in chat, okay? Either of these will work totally fine for you. Thank you to Meta for the sponsorship. This is a 90s inspired puzzle game with nostalgic music, which I hope means that it doesn't have Pearl Jam in it because I'll get DMCA'd, but we'll try.
The hot summer of '95.
I am 10 years old. Heavy. I'm only 17, but my mind is older. Energy from Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Will ever happen. There are sounds that can change everything.
Ooh,
Divide life into before and after. For me, it's the sound of falling hard to the ground. I think I stayed under that tree forever.
Well, someone's been shaving your cheek line.
But today, I will awake and return to that day to fix everything. This is my chance. I've worked towards this for years, studying physics and quantum mechanics, robotics and artificial intelligence. And finally,
Tannhauser?
my goal is in sight.
I'm a simple man, okay? I see puzzles like this, I see gauges, I see robots, and I know I'm probably about to get bodied by a puzzle game that is going to defeat me.
Before launch.
Okay, tutorial me. Yeah.
Works fine.
That's me.
Grabbing functionality, also good.
Yo, always look at the tungsten cubes, man. Throw a sugar cube into the coffee cup, okay? Easy mode. Easy mode. You gotta throw.
Throwing accuracy.
Kobe.
Satisfactory. Could be better.
It's better than before.
Get to the box. Okay. Oh, okay.
Climbing
Now that's a
functionality.
vehicle right there.
Excellent.
Get to the time
At
machine.
least it should be.
Whoa, okay, hold on. Get to the time machine. Use A to jump. You can grab onto that. Okay, I'm probably one of the greatest gamers you're ever going to see. By the way, I got to tell you, this is not a time machine. Unless your time machine is made by Procter & Gamble and you put your chicken tenders in it for 15 minutes at $3.50.
Initiating time transfer.
Okay, man, sorry, I thought it was a toaster oven. My mistake. It's a microwave instead. Okay, the robot has gone back in time to 1995. You know what that means? You can see Braveheart in theaters. It's a good year for movies. You can see Apollo 13. You could play Super Metroid.
Time transfer complete. Successfully arrived in 1995.
Here I am.
Local time, 10 a.m. We did it. Movement functionality is damaged. Need to find and reattach the missing wheels as soon as possible.
You don't need 4 wheels. Just look at bicycles. Okay, find the missing wheels. Let's just fall down. Go ahead and grab that. Thank you.
Okay, we are ready to go.
That was easy.
Our primary goal is to find and destroy the red car. No
You could
car,
meet me as a
no
baby.
accident.
You could meet me as like a 7-year-old. I was just chilling. I was just like a normal kid. Okay, find a route to the hallway. I don't think I can climb that. I think it's a little too high. What if I just left? What if I just bounced? That won't be necessary. I am one of the greatest platform gamers.
Didn't survive the repair job.
Okay, we're gonna jump. We're gonna grab. Battle tanks, great game. It's no super auto pets, but it's, hey, you know, I remember when the Globe used to look like that. Those were the days, man.
Save energy, save the planet.
He's done it. Why do we love cats? Actual Nintendo Game Boy? Isn't your birthday soon? It is! My birthday is pretty soon, but I gotta tell you, I'm also just kind of like over it. What if... Can I grab this baseball glove maybe? I was trying to make myself a ramp. Like, So I'm 30, I'm gonna be turning 33. I'm just kind of like over it, man. I don't need like an... I agree with the Patton Oswalt bit that, you know, is referenced from time to time. Oh, you piece. I think, you know, at 33, you don't really get a birthday. If you want one, go ahead and take one. But honestly, I could take or leave it. So, I'm content not taking another real birthday until 35. And then another one at 40, and that would be totally fine with me. I wouldn't sweat it in the slightest. Okay, we make it up, we make it over. We've made it to the hallway. A little backwards jump. No puzzle game. Meta, if you're watching this, and I'm not talking about Mark Zuckerberg. Must have been an interesting week for you guys at Meta Publishing after Facebook announced their rebrand. I will admit, when I was talking to David Miyazaki, he said an email came in from Meta. I said,
I've added the goals
is there
to the
an
map
imposter
screen.
among
You
us?
can check it
A little
anytime.
sussy. Open the map screen. Find a route to the living room. Okay. We're in the hallway. We got to go down a ladder, it appears, to get to the living room. Or the staircase. Pardon me. Anyway, yes, I'm not that into my own birthday anymore. It never really bothered me, but it also never really, like, I mean, at least since particularly like my mid-20s onwards, I'm like, can take it or leave it, really. Lego piece. Who's leaving they Legos around? Who up playing with they
Here's the
worm?
red car. Try to get to it.
Okay, get to it. No problem. I will grab onto the armoire and pull it over. Then I will platform up using the cat tree to get there. Can I just grab you? I thought I could grab you. Look at this. You know what? I bet we could sequence break right here. There's actually, if you go through here, most people are not aware of this, but you will meet the supervillain of the game. The supervillain will allow you to eat a meal with them. Okay, sorry. If you eat a meal with them, and you just say, yeah, I'll have the crab rangoon, the game just ends. Many people are saying this. Okay, we're gonna go across. I apologize, this is not an armoire, this is an ottoman. My mistake. Okay, you know what? Wait, can I pull you like a little... No, you're stuck there. How am I gonna do this? Crab Rangoon is S tier? I honestly don't know the last time I had Crab Rangoon, or if it was perhaps like in my childhood, like so long ago as to be comical. I remember it being like a core dish. Dude, I don't know. I don't think we got the gas to make it here. Swing as I might, I don't think we can do it. Like, we weren't even close. Oh, because you got to go this way. Yeah, and there's one of those foldable tables. Yay! Okay. But I remember Crab Rangoon being like a core dish.
Right. Now we need to destroy it.
And now I don't,
Let's use the
I don't
garbage
hear about
disposal
it that
unit in
much.
the kitchen.
Outside of the Far Cry series. You gotta kill the red car. You gotta destroy it because the red car is what he slipped on, which caused his accident, which became his genius origin story. Oh, you piece? Okay, well, it's simple. We gotta toss you. That's my mistake for not believing in the power of the toss. But yeah, I am concerned, right? Because, like, so if we kill the toy... Could work on my phrasing a bit. Then he will never become... He will never be motivated.
We need to take the red car and bring it to the kitchen.
Yeah, yeah. He will never be motivated to make the robot that goes back in time. Which means he will never have destroyed the red car in the first place. How could it happen? And I don't want to spoil, like, a little pre-spoiler. Yo, you're fancy. If you had one of these in 1995, like, you were killing it. I've told this story before in the past, but I remember, like, might have been like 1996, 1997. My uncle came to visit us from Nova Scotia, and I remember at a coffee shop, he said, "I'll have a cappuccino, please," and everybody made fun of him. They were like, "Oh, a cappuccino, huh? Mr. Fancy from Nova Scotia needs, like, steamed milk in his coffee or something like that." Back in the day, people were just drinking coffee.
Great.
Let's
the
go.
Car is inside the disposal unit. We just
Many
gotta
people
turn
are
it
saying
on.
this. We didn't know. Yeah, 2 years later, everybody's going, "I'll take one of those foamy mocha frappa lattes with a splash of oat beverage, please." Okay, we're gonna go over top of the range hood. Maybe we can go all the way through. I know my way around the kitchen. I've watched some Food Network in my day, okay? Orange mocha frappuccino. Okay. I think... Oh. I'll figure it out. Splash of oat beverage. Anyone here work at Starbucks? I have a funny Starbucks story that I think will only be funny if you if you work there. My mom was here, and I was telling her about how good the Starbucks app is. It's one of my favorite topics of conversation, along with how big the Lotto Max jackpot is this weekend. So she was like, "Let's use the app then. Show me how good it is." And I said, "What do you want?" And she said, "Oh, I'll just take an Earl Grey tea with a little oat milk." I tried to order it on the app. They were like, "We're out. Like, we don't have some of the ingredients that you need for this." And I said, "Oh, sorry, they must be out of oat milk." Nah, man. We went into the store. They were like, we're out of Earl Grey tea. I didn't think it was possible. That's like the default tea. Oh, he's a genius. He's actually a genius. I always hear about them being out of oat milk, but I was very surprised when they said that there's no Earl Grey. Oh. Send me. Uh-oh, though. I realized there's no way for me to get out of here. Which means... Yeah, okay. Oh, he was in his tree house. I thought he was, like in the minus realm or something. Oh, come on! This is... It's turning into like a Final Destination movie.
The circumstances changed, but the turning point is still the same. We should keep trying.
Also, like...
To the basement.
Yeah, flip the breakers. Flip the breakers. I mean, that's like my worst nightmare.
I'll show you the way.
So, first off, again, before now that we finished the prologue and I've demonstrated my aptitude of the game, I'd like to say again, thanks to Meta for the sponsorship. TimeLoader comes out on Steam tomorrow. You can check it out for yourself at the link at !TimeLoader in chat. You can also wish list it. Then you'll be notified tomorrow. You'll get an email tomorrow. And you'll be like, "What's this email from Steam?" And it'll be like, "Hey, that cool game that you were watching NL play yesterday, now it's available. You can be better than him at this, because you can't be better than him at Super Auto Pets." Now, Kate, so we've been watching, like, Vancouver dashcam videos, and I've been talking about them now and then for probably, like, a year. The Vancouver dashcam videos, they're always infuriating because it's like places you know and someone gets cut off or someone gets like, you know, runs a red light.
Cute while sleeping.
Kitty.
We shouldn't like
And like annoys you because you're like, that could be me. Like that could have been me that you cut off. Then she showed me like, oh my God, you gotta look at these South Korean dashcam videos. They have like, the compilations have 4 million views or something like that in 6 months. There's some stuff that would, I can't watch the Vancouver ones anymore because the ones from South Korea, it was like, okay, so there's like, and they're all horrible. Like all the accidents are insane. So many of them are like one. Okay, so look, I apologize for the pause here, real quick. There's like a dash cam recording from a parked car. Okay, 2 people walk in front of the parked car, and then the car that has the dash cam just accelerates and almost pancakes them into the car between the people and the car in front of them. And then they always have interviews with the person whose dash cam it was. And he's like, oh yeah, I almost killed them because I had like hiking boots on. So I went to hold on to the brake, but instead the boots didn't let me, like my muscle memory was all screwed up and the boots were so heavy that I hit the gas. And then when I tried to hit the brake again, my boots got stuck. So I got stuck holding the gas down all the way. What a way to almost die. It's just somebody like, oops, I had bad shoes on. Now you're dead for no reason. But then like some of the other one, there was like, they were on a, like a country road, take me home to the place I belong. And the country road was, it was too narrow for both vehicles to get through. One of the vehicles was a, like a small, like a Kia Forte or something like that. The other one was a large industrial truck.
This is in the way. Maybe we can move it somehow.
Nah, man, we're just going. Oh, oh, dude, the SNES controller, just like the purple hues of it are like so. Oh, we gotta land in the middle there. Are so nostalgic. But anyway, so the large industrial truck starts backing up, and it starts backing up and backing up and backing up to try to give the car enough space to get by. While it's backing up, it swerves badly, backs up into a power pole. The power pole collapses, and then the wires snap off, start shooting like sparks out of them, and they land directly on the car that is trying to get by the truck. So, like, all I wanted to do was, like, drive to, like, the orchard or something like that. All of a sudden, like, the road is blocked, and then, like, just 50,000 volts of electricity are just, like, falling on top of my car. And then, let's go. There's, like, all the compilations have a theme, right? And the theme for, like, one of them was just cars going over bridges. It's actually insane. Like, you'd think that there would be like one video. There's actually like, you know, 17 clips in the compilation. And the vast majority of them, when they do like the post-mortem or whatever, they're like, oh yeah, the driver fell asleep and then their car just careened off the overpass. Like some of the most frustrating ones were like, you know how like when you turn left and there's 2 left turning lanes? You're supposed to stay in your lane rather than go into the other one. Sometimes that leads to low-speed collisions. This time, the person didn't stay in their lane. Instead, they turned left too sharply and just collided with an overpass wall that then collapsed, and then their car fell 15 meters onto the highway upside down.
I remember that video game. Adam practically lived inside it.
Factory 2. That's a classic. Anyway, I would strongly encourage you to watch some Korean dashcam compilations on YouTube. Kate told me nobody dies, okay? She said they don't show videos where people died. Okay, I'm doing this incorrectly. Source, dude, just trust me. Look, I'm just saying.
That's a shame. Adam will most likely get upset. loved this robot.
Well, honestly, I don't think Adam should be playing with any toys that use electricity right now, okay? We gotta just keep him safe. It's May 1995. I'd give anything to go back. Hey, okay. Next puzzle incoming. Next puzzle incoming. Okay, we're gonna get a screwdriver.
Now we have a screwdriver.
We're going to disable all of the electricity in the home. Okay, I understand. This raises a hook. You got it faster? Faster? Use the screwdriver to turn the shelf into a ramp. Come back to me. Thank you, yes. And then run it back. Faster, faster, faster. Don't screw this one up. That couldn't have been better, quite frankly. I just realized I know nothing about the 90s. I mean, I was a little kid, right? So, like, I can't pretend like I knew what was going on. But what I will say is, like, I remember, like, in the early 2010s being like, man, it's crazy that the 90s were, like, 20 years ago. That's insane. Now, I'm like, it actually makes perfect sense. Because when I think back to the 90s, they're, like, in black and white in my head. And I've been watching a lot of Seinfeld lately, and Seinfeld looks old. Like really old. But I watched some of that, like, on TV. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. I watched Seinfeld on TV, like, as it was airing, partly. I'm trapped. I think this is the way I die. Oh, never mind, I'm good. I definitely remember, like, when the Macarena was popping. In fact, some of my earliest memories are the Achy Breaky Heart music video and the Right Said Fred, I'm Too Sexy music video as well.
Now it'll be impossible to erase. I hope it'll help Adam.
This is a very nice robot. Okay, can we maybe pull this out of the way? Yeah, I remember my mom watching the O.J. Simpson trial.
The tape will be erased. It's probably for the best.
On second thought?
Now it'll be impossible to erase. I hope it'll help Adam.
Let's be honest. We shouldn't mess with too much in the past. Sometimes the ink is dry for a reason.
It's probably for the best.
The ink is already dried, man. Anyway. Yeah, I remember my mom watching the OJ trial for sure. I remember, like, the Oklahoma City bombing happened, and then, like, a month later there was a fire drill at my school, and I had, like, a panic attack because I was sure that it was happening at our school. And then, like, my third grade teacher basically had to be like, what the heck are you talking about? I was an anxious kid for sure. Then it turns out someone just, like, left a hairdryer plugged in too long or something like that. And I'm trying. Oh yeah, I was at my friend's, like, it was probably his 8th birthday or something like that, or maybe his 7th birthday. And then we were sleeping in a tent, like, outside of his dad's house, which was, like, in the lake. Well, not in the lake. That would be pretty dangerous, but we were in the tent, right? We probably went to bed. It felt so late because we were 7 or 8 years old, but it was like, you know, maybe 9 p.m. at most. And then his dad came in at like 5:30 and woke us up and was like, kids, I don't mean to wake you up, but I have some terrible news. It's not funny. I apologize, but, like, just looking back, it's a little insane. He said, I have some terrible news. Princess Diana died. And we're like, you know, 8-year-old kids in Canada. We're like, what? Like, I'm not saying it wasn't a tragedy. It was just kind of like a weird thing to wake up 2 kids, like, really early for in in Canada, but anyway. It was big news. A lot of big events happened to me while I was at my that friend's house. You know, that was also, anybody here from Ontario or upstate New York? That was also when we had that insane blackout where, like, none of that region had power for, like, 2 days or something like that. Anyway. Kurz? Cunningdale. TGI Stars?
The tap is leaking.
Well, that
Maybe we
explains
should
it.
tighten a little.
Maybe we should tighten it a little.
Excellent. Better fix the leak before the whole house gets flooded.
You can make it. That's why we got four-wheel drive on this thing. Okay. We have a lamp that is illuminating blueprints of a train car. There's also a sheep. I'm going to tell you sheep. I'm going to say B tier, quite frankly. Thank you. I'm just changing everything, man. Hold on. Can I screw this back in? No, that's irreversible. Hey! Okay. Sheep gives 2 rams. Excuse me, we're not talking about super auto pets. Only I can talk about super auto pets. Thank you. Dude, honestly, like, I would like to feel like if you were the family and you were presented with this situation, you would be like, okay, it was worth it for my son to not, you know, suffer a tragic accident. But I bet they also, like, would have an argument when they got home, right? You'd be like, hey, did you unscrew, like, a bunch of stuff in my garage? No? Okay, well, who did it? You probably wouldn't be like, I bet it's a time-traveling robot, right? I feel like I gotta get to that valve up there. New Babe Plus. Thank you for the raid, Daniel. Thank you. New Babe Plus. What does it mean, New Babe Plus? New Babe Plus. Oh, he did something in Jump King, presumably, right? Okay, I must say, I feel like I've made a terrible mistake. I no longer feel like I can actually grab this thing. He beat New Babe Plus. Dude, some of the stuff I saw him doing in Jump King was like, it was pretty intense. Now, is it as intense as the puzzle of the whiteboard? I don't know. I can't answer that. I gotta use physics to my advantage, which has never been my strong suit. There, that's what we're looking. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking. Oh. Please. The thumbtacks are weighing it down? Oh, yeah. Okay. Welcome Matt in the garage. It's kind of interesting. You know what? This probably isn't a garage. This is probably a so-called man cave. Is my guess.
Almost done. Maybe there's another magnet somewhere.
Yeah. This one. This one? Can you pop a wheelie for me? Okay, you ready? There, that's as good as I could do. Please. I think I accidentally... I don't think I should have dropped this here. Let me restart from checkpoint. I think we can do it speedrun strats now. Instead of going over, we're just going to go under. Never mind, we're going to go over. It's amazing to see the skill difference in a game like this versus how good you are at Super Auto Pets. You're not wrong. That's why I'm riding the Super Auto Pets train so highly. I see. So that gives us this magnet. Then we toss it on here. I mean, like, I see when people are like, oh, I got bored with a game because I got too good at it too fast. I've never had that happen to me in my entire life. And as a result, I'm letting it ride as long as possible. Skill diff. You're really good at Isaac? No, that's how I can tell you don't watch the series. I'm trash now. I lost a run with Brimstone the other day as, like, Dark Judas. Or as Tainted Judas. Still embarrassing. Colby? Did you take soy milk? No, I don't remember what happened. I think I just got distracted. Take me up. Take me up. I like that sound, man. This music while you're explaining how washed up you are. Dunk. I need to go back, man. Don't turn your channel into a Binding of Isaac channel. Turn your channel into a Minecraft channel.
It's unlikely we would climb that mountain.
On the other hand, just kidding. Unless... Hold on. You see that mountain over there? You can climb it? Okay, fair enough.
That blue car must have some powerful springs in it. They could help us jump higher.
Is this
How do we
a
reach the car?
Poly Bridge reference? Okay. Fall in the water, because it's not real water anyway. Lower the bridge. Holy.
Thankfully, that's not real water.
That's what I just said. Great minds think alike. This is another part of the 90s. I don't know if this is a 90s original or if other generations, maybe a little bit younger than me, also have this. Every family in the 90s had just a box of miscellaneous stuff they don't use anymore but couldn't bear to throw away. Be like an old ColecoVision in there, like 6 rotary telephones. A bunch of cordless phone bases, but no cordless phone receivers for some reason.
It even lowers.
Look at they did a great job with this model bridge, man. And then, okay, just give it a sec. Like, is there any more seductive lie that we tell ourselves than the lie where, like, we build a piece of furniture or something like that, and then
Did you see that, Doc?
we put the leftover parts in a drawer and then go like, hey, maybe in 8 years when I see that a screw is falling off of this thing, I'll go through this door or this drawer full of unlabeled screws and nuts and hinges and stuff and just find something in here that totally works. A bigger jump is now available? Let's go. Now, raise the bridge. We can grab this. Never mind. Who's the Jump King now? Yeah, New Babe Plus. New Babe Plus spam in chat. Were people in your high school way too into the Grateful Dead as well? No, I mean, I need Malf to... I don't know if he's in the chat right now. I'm still waiting for the yearbook that he found from, like, our senior year where it talks about things that are cool and things that are not cool. Please. Okay, we gotta find a way around here. Because, like, biggest songs of like, my senior year, Promiscuous.
Way to send a letter to the future.
Promiscuous by Nelly Furtado featuring Timbaland. I bet I can just push you, man. It's physics. Photograph by Nickelback was... I mean, it was kind of like... people were not big into Nickelback. Even back in 2005, 2006. But... find a way to the laundry. Maybe there's something back here we can do with. Maybe not. They went crazy for Photograph. Photograph was on like every radio station every 5 minutes, along with it's a little confusing, but Photograph and Picture by Sheryl Crow featuring Kid Rock, both very popular songs. I'm going over the top now, man. I don't know if I feel like I'm missing. You know what? Maybe we got to go even further back. Maybe we can jump over something down here now. Appears I was mistaken. They had just invented photography back then. I get it. I get it. I'm old. You were right there? I don't... hold on. Let's check. Honestly, like, I'm not that old. I'm like 33 years old. I'm just at the unfortunate age where people who are like 20 think they'll like never get there. They're like, holy crap, 33? That's like another half of my life away. I'm telling you, you'll be there before you know it, honestly. People in their early 20s annoy me so much, even though they're like my primary demographic. Please. Because they're always like, you're old. And I'm like, well, you'll be old too one day. And they're like, oh, my feelings are hurt. Okay, fucking, I don't know. Do couch to 5K in 2 weeks and get over it, you piece of shit. You don't get to, like, you know, be insulting and then also be like, oh, yeah, like, my feelings are hurt because one day I'll be as old as you are right now. Get over it. Go left under the chair. Yeah, thank you, gamers. Thank you. Unscrew that. Mess your whole Pachisi board up. And then push this tire back. Someday you'll be older? Yeah, but the thing is, like, I mean... I feel like there's... Pog. Pog. Now we can go over top of it. Let's go! I feel like there's two ways you can deal with age. And anytime I hear somebody be like, you're old, even though I'm 33... I'm like, that means that you're the kind of person who is sensitive about their age. They think that it, like, you know, defines them. Then there's the opposite, and I'm definitely part of the opposite, where I'm like, I honestly don't think you're old until you're, like, fucking... I'm gonna say 75. Like, my parents are in their mid-50s, and my mom walks, like, 12 kilometers a day. That's not old. If you're walking 12 kilometers a day, you're not old. Oh, that's right. I'm 32. I'm not even 33. Don't care, didn't ask. Plus, I just got a year younger in front of your eyes. Let me put it this way. Look, how old is Salma Hayek? Because she's not old, but she's been on Earth for a long time. You know what I mean? What have I done? I'm trapped. She's 55? Yeah, there, ergo. 55 is like, you know... Uh-oh. What have I done? 55 is like the minimum age for oldness. Okay, laundry starch. Just gonna push this laundry starch if you don't mind. Or not. Isn't being 18 nice? It is and it isn't. Because, like, here's the thing. When you're 18, you might be smarter than the people around you that are the same age as you. But you're, like, just to be honest, you're, like, dumber than you're ever going to be again in your life. Unless you really mess up. Like, people that are in their 40s are like, oh, I don't want to get old because I want to, like, you know, maintain my mental clarity as long as possible and, like, have time to spend with my kids and grandkids. People when they're 18 are like, I don't want to be old because I like eating corn chips and I don't want to get fat. Like, it's just, like, your priorities are all fucked up. It's not your fault. It's just, like, where you're at in your life at that age. Most people, at least. Oh! You know, I was there, too. It'll change over time. Radius automatic with bleach. Please. I almost got eaten by the quicksand. I think we can make it in. Whoop, boop. Just double jump. Just double jump. Double juice. He's done it. Dude, this is just not safe. You got like open outlets like right next to buckets of water and stuff like that. I mean, we have our vegetable steamer that we use for baby food, and it kind of like steams onto one of the electrical cords, but even I wouldn't go that far. What are we doing here? I mean, in terms of age, I hope you would take this as like as a positive thing, as a mark of encouragement. But like, I'm 32. I have to think about it from time to time. You know, I look older than I did. Oh, excuse me. Take that off, please. Oh, it can't be. Okay, I see. I look older than I did when I was in my 20s, but I feel like exactly the same. The only difference really is, like, sometimes you wake up and you're like, oh, my back kind of hurts. And then you're like, what did I do? I probably slept on my earbud or something like that. Yeah, and then the other difference is that I'm, like, so much smarter than I used to be. It's a fair trade. I'm sure it'll, you know, at some point it'll work out, but... And I'll be like, I miss... You know, right now when people are like, oh, I miss, you know, being in my 20s. Like, I don't miss being in my 20s at 30. Like, what the hell did you do in your 20s that fucked you up so bad at 30? Because I've been telling you scumbags for, like, you know, 10 years or whatever... When your Android phone, excuse me, pardon me. When your Android phone says danger, the music is too loud, it could do damage to your hearing, and you, in your wisdom of youth, said, yeah, whatever, that warning applies to other people, but not to me. Now you're paying the cost. The bill comes due, man. Just like at the brick, they say you don't have to pay you don't have to make any payments until 2014. Yeah, well, 2014 has come and gone. In 2011, you were like, oh my god, free sofa. 2021, you're like, I spent $5,000 on a $700 sofa. Okay, hold on. I would say restart from checkpoint.
Everything is sealed tight. There's nothing we can do. We need to get into the attic and disconnect the cable directly.
Okay. We need to get to the attic. Disable it directly. No problem. I'm gonna guess that you probably cannot get directly from the basement to the attic. But maybe I'm wrong. Oh, you get to take the HVAC system. Yeah. Portland cement. Some of the best cement. I only know the brick because they sponsor Canadian Big Brother. Dude, honestly, the Brick is one of the most, like, prolific Canadian companies in terms of advertisements. Even in the 90s, they were advertising like crazy. There's a lot of stuff. There's also... Oh, the printer's going. United Furniture Warehouse. Dun, dun. Okay, hold on. Full banter brain? You guys are crazy, man. We just gotta make this jump right here. If we can make this jump, we got nothing to worry about. Who's better than Bad Boy? Nobody! Okay. You could just screw it in and jump on the platform from the left? Well, yeah, if you're trying to, like, just beat the game. I'm trying to speed run it. Sometimes that requires the use of new technology. There we go. Oh, okay, my bad. It's okay, just don't let it happen again. Excuse me, what is... Oh, that's not what I thought that was. That's a bunch of miscellaneous nuts and bolts. People in the US will legitimately live like this and be like, oh my god, my house is so small, it's so cluttered. Well, okay, you know. Stop buying all this shit, man. It's crazy. Look at how much stuff it was like a 4,000 foot square house. You got miscellanea sitting everywhere. Hello. Oh, sorry I scared you by saying hello in my office. Okay. Did you know in 1958, the average new home built in the United States was 1,200 square feet? Just something to think about. Here's what they think about you. Now is something crazy. Like, I think the average new build in the US is like 3,300 square feet. Let's go! With time? We escaped. My county requires 2,300 square feet for new builds? That's crazy, man. I mean, if you got the land, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying that seems like freaking huge to me. But then I also remember, like, when I was a kid, sometimes you'd, like, go over to your friend's house, and they would just have, like, 5 rooms that, have nothing in them. Like, they just have a carpet and then, like, 2 dining room chairs with a bunch of laundry on them. And you're like, yeah, I don't know, that's just, like, a room. Thank you, Watermelon Rs22, for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. And also, thank you again to Meta Publishing for the sponsorship today. We are playing TimeLoader. It comes out tomorrow. ! TimeLoader. You can add it to your wish list, and thank you again. Yoop. I got a 780 square foot condo for $540,000. Where do I live? I'm gonna say you live in Melbourne, Australia. What's that? It's like $1,400 per square foot. I'm gonna say you live in Melbourne, Australia. It's in Burnaby. I didn't see your username. Oh my god, I fell to the bottom. California. Okay, California. That makes sense. Los Angeles. City of Angels, baby. Del Boca Vista? I understood that reference. In Canada, I got 1,013 square feet for $729,000. Where do I live? I mean, that sounds like the GTA to me, but it also depends mightily on when you bought. Is this pre-COVID buy or post-COVID buy? Because post-COVID buy, that could be in, like, you know, Ganon Aquay. Find a route to the hallway. That could be the Havelock County Jamboree for all I know. I live in the cat center. Yo, let's go locals. If I had to live in the Cataraqui Town Center, where would I want to live? Let me think about that for a second. I feel like if you gotta live in the Cataraqui Town Center in Kingston, Ontario. Look, I think you could probably just tent in the Sport Check and nobody would even notice for like 6 months. You're close to that big Shoppers Drug Mart whenever you need like some toothpaste. I think the bathrooms are close by. The food court's right outside of the Sport Check. There's some good stuff there, but I also feel that's exactly what I'm looking for. It's a time machine. Take me back. No, it's not the time machine. My mistake. That's just the microwave. What about the chapters? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think there is a chapters inside of the Cataraqui Town Center anymore. There used to be maybe a Smith Books. I feel like there used to be a Smith Books. But that is long gone. What have I done? Oh, go up one level. Now you can go up one level. Yeah. We're gaming. I know how to game. It's Hot Topic? No, honestly, like, I don't know if it's still there, but we never had a Hot Topic when I was a teenager. Instead, we had a store called the It Store, which is another one I'd prefer if Dan didn't know the Canadian name. But the It Store was, like, all about gag gifts and, like, as seen on TV stuff, like... You know those weird, like, metal boxes? Like, they're full of metal pins. And then you stick something into the box, and then it makes, like, a metal impression out of whatever you stuck into the box. That was an It Store classic. Put your face into those. Yeah, it's kind of like a Spencer's gift. Well, I thought Hot Topic was kind of similar to Spencer's gifts. We had West 49. Is West 49 kind of similar? So, anyone else here from Ontario?
It seems to be a gift to Adam.
Let's see what it says. Hold on. Hey, Slugger.
1, 2, 3. Adam Wright. Entry number 1. I got a voice recorder as a present today. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do.
You know his parents were balling because he got like a real voice recorder that a reporter would use instead of like a yak back from Home Alone. Or no, sorry, Home Alone was the talk boy, where you would talk into it and then you could play it back in reverse or something like that. But dude, the yak back. Oh man, I think I had like 4 yak backs because some of them were like they just recorded your voice. Some of them would play it back like fast. Some of them would play it back slow. I can still feel the way that the buttons felt on a yak back. You know they're still making. You know they're still making Bop Its? Like, I thought Bop It had, like, gone out of business. But when I went to, I sat in at my daughter's daycare for, like, I don't know, 2 hours. And she was like, hey, check out this toy. And it's like a Bop It DJ table. Like, it's got, like, a record you spin. Oh, we can take the boat across.
All aboard.
Okay, she didn't say check this out. She was, you know, the daycare provider was like, you know, kids love this toy. She didn't say check this out. I couldn't figure out how it worked, and neither could the kids. The kids were just like hitting buttons, and then like the Bop It was giving them feedback, but it was falling on deaf ears because they're like 16 months old. So they were like hitting the button, and it would be like spin it, and then they would just kind of like look at it, and it would be like next time, and then it would turn off. It was you know, They got a long way to go, cognitively speaking. They're still very young.
Here's a reminder to call Aunt Jenny. It's weird.
Forrest
I
Gump?
was sure that she and Adam's father hardly ever spoke.
Call sister. We're fixing the timeline, man. Just call me Mobius. And you know what, dude? You're telling me they're making a Morbius movie? And it doesn't even star Owen Wilson? Like, okay, Owen Wilson, clean-cut guy, works for the TVA. Talks kind of like this. Wow,
There should be a
Loki.
button around here somewhere.
Loki, we need you to
Where's
stop,
the stairs to
Loki.
the attic?
Then they're gonna make a full movie about him. They call it Morbius, which is pretty clever because it's more Mobius. But it stars Jared Leto, and he's becoming like some kind of weird vampire or something like that. What's up with that? At least they could have had Owen Wilson reprise the role. Like, I don't understand why they had to recast him.
The safe looks brand new. The code could come in handy.
Okay, pay attention. 5591. I'm gonna guess that that is the father's birth year in
Don't
reverse.
Change anything? What's that supposed to mean?
I think I know what it's supposed to mean. Dot matrix font, too. Don't change anything. Dude, I don't even want to make this joke because it's a little monka. But do you think it's possible that, like, future Adam is sitting there in 2021 just getting, like, eviscerated by all sorts of terrible fates every time we do something? Like, we put that post-it note back up and just, like, you know, a swarm of locusts descends upon him, and I'm feeling like we're in a damn needle in a time stack or something like that. Jared Leto's turning into Owen Wilson. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Don't change anything. All right, here I go changing stuff. I told you they were balling. Wow, locusts. Exactly. Okay, reach the circuit breaker. Is Jared Leto a musician or an actor? I always considered him more of an actor, but that's probably because my first awareness of Jared Leto comes from the Claire Danes young adult show, My So-Called Life.
This mine is
Oh,
dying.
hello.
Definitely isn't getting enough light.
And as a result of that, I've always thought of him as an actor. Like, I know he's like he runs that cult or whatever, all right? I'm not, oh, watch this. I'm insanely smart. You're laughing at me? I'm not saying like that's cool that he's like running that cult. All I'm gonna say is like I wish that I disliked him more as an actor, because I feel like he's actually been pretty good in most of the stuff I've seen him in. Like, he's fine in Fight Club. He's good in My So-Called Life. He's totally fine in Blade Runner 2049. Okay, I admittedly, I haven't really seen Suicide Squad. I saw like a little bit on TV once, but yeah, he's good in American Psycho. Dallas Buyers Club I haven't seen, but it supports my point, I'm aware, so I'll probably just chalk that one up. There we go. Dude, I'm great at gaming.
Divergence.
Don't even bother calculating the divergence. Okay, so we turned off all the power. Now he's chilling. The kite gets blown off the roof by an errant gust of wind. Oh, come on, man. Oh, come on. No, no! It's just lock.
Details have changed, but that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Just lock the cat in the cat carrier while it sleeps right now. Yeah, scare the cat away. Climb up to the roof. I can do this. Because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. Or, hold on. I am very smart. My word. Yeah, what if you could just get this robot to chop the tree down? That feels like it would help us out a little.
Check out that robot arm. It must be an ancestor of mine.
That's connects, man.
Adam hasn't finished it yet.
Or if you could just go back to like 1966 and like convince Adam's dad to not build a treehouse. This, I don't know, this doesn't seem right to me, but maybe I'm wrong. Or yeah, go back to like one day earlier and be like, send a robot back that's like, hey, I'm you from the future. I built this robot. Don't go in the treehouse anymore. Like, not just tomorrow. Like, just don't go in the treehouse anymore at all. And put your kite in the paper shredder. Hacker voice. Just send back a note that says one word, shibcoin. It's not that hard. I know that, like, that's how they're doing it, right? They're doing, like, the past is unchangeable, the ink is already dry, Bran Stark. But... oh, excuse me. You ever think, like, whenever you see people, like, go back to the past, and then by changing things, they mess it up, like, worse? You ever feel like sometimes you're just like, I could do that, but just don't do bad things. Just do good coins. Or just do good things. Sorry, I was reading Chibcoin over and over in chat. Like, every once in a while, there should be, like, a time travel movie where they step on,
We need to turn the fan off. Or
we need to turn the fan off. There should be like a time travel movie where they like step on a butterfly 60 million years ago, and then when they come back to the future, like, you know, they've cured like malaria or something like that. Or if someone's like, oh, you know what? I just noticed ever since we came back from time travel, like I haven't been sick in a while. And then someone's like, oh yeah, it turns out like because we stepped on that butterfly, its wings, like they just cured the common cold in, you know, 1993. Okay, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? Simpsons did it? Son of a... Send it, dude. Or don't. You know, oh, because there's something down here. There we go. And then it's a music box. Okay, yeah. Yeah, or, you know, you like break a branch or something like that, and then, you know... You come back to 2021 and like everything seems like it's the same, but then you're like, oh man, geez, look at this. This coin's from 1944. That's like the Second World War. And then someone goes, what do you mean the Second World War? And you're like, oh shit. Fricked around 60 million years ago, broke a twig, accidentally prevented the Second World War. The rest of my life, I would just be going around like, they don't know, but I'm a hero. Did I do that? Okay, we have turned off the fan. Great job. Careful, he's a hero. That's me, I'm a hero. Now just leave? I thought the blades were still blocking my path. Oh, never mind, you just sneak out. Yeah, send me. I did love, like, you know, I'm so sick of, like, Not for like moral or ethical reasons. I'm just like tired of the same joke over and over, but I'm so sick of like the NFT discourse. But I did love the Bloomberg article that came out where it was trying to explain like NFT play to earn gaming in the context of Mario Kart. And it was like what they were describing was turning Mario Kart into the worst game that's ever existed on planet Earth. They were like, imagine you owned Mario. You could use Mario to compete in races, and then you can get a little Mario coin and use it to upgrade your Mario. Now, you couldn't possibly, okay, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Then we're going to put it up here. And they were basically like, imagine if you could buy a permanent boost that made it so your Mario was better than all the other Marios. And then you could rent out your Mario to other people, and you could pay them Mario coin to race while you're asleep. And I'm like, that sounds like a damn nightmare. Oh no, now I've done it.
Need to chase it as far away
Owned,
from you as
owned.
possible.
Now, if they did that in Escape from Tarkov, now we're talking. Take the dart with you. Tarkov's already hell? You're telling me. What? Hey! Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa!
Get back inside from here. We need to chase it further away from the tree.
I'm going over. No! Hey, whoa! He's too strong, man. He's too strong. Okay, what if it chases me and I let it think that I'm chasing it, but actually... Oh, what if I just went in the greenhouse? Cats hate spray bottles, man. Boss music. Dunk it, dunk, dunk, dunk. Yo, kind of sick wellies there. We don't need anything from there. I appreciate a game that actually throws up like a blocker for you and is like, don't waste your time. Because I am a known time waster. Can't sneak under there, huh? As a kid, like 90% of the reason I like didn't finish games, I would just like lose track of where to go and then just like walk around for like 2 hours and be like, screw this, I'm just gonna play All-Star Baseball. It was before we had game FAQs and chat. There we go. That's me with every Assassin's Creed. Alright, that one, like, look, I'm not trying to... Maybe you were younger back in the day, but, like, don't those games have, like, a huge map where you just, like, walk towards the pip? I mean, as a kid, I'm talking about situations, you're like, you know, I literally don't know where to go. Like, how do I even get to Jabu Jabu's belly? Like, I don't even know how to get there.
We need to chase the cat even further away.
We need to chase the cat even further away. I'll summon an even further cat. Okay, okay, go low. I mean, there were a lot of games as a kid. I really only played like one level. I mean, I told you, the quintessential example for me is like Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. I played the first level like 100 times, the second level like 80 times, the third level 80 times, the fourth level 50 times, and that was it, basically. I played the level where you gotta hunt Boba Fett once and went, holy crap, this is the scariest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and never went back. That was an android, not Boba Fett. No, excuse me. You fight IG-88 at the end of the 4th level. In the 5th level, after you beat IG-88, you fight Boba Fett. There we go. Man, this brings me back. Broken wicker basket. You can just picture this being like in your mom's bathroom with a bunch of hand towels in it. Wait, you can't make it past that? Like, what's wrong with you? Incredible jump. The hops are out of control. I was scared of the Wampas. Dude, the Wampas in that game were no joke. They like 3-tap you or something like that, but if you kill them, you get a bunch of Rebel Alliance sigils that I think contribute to having full health upgrades. It's been a bit though. Okay, we wanna unscrew the deck chair so the next person who sits on it falls in. That'll be a fun prank. Or not. Hey, what the?
I'll be back.
Terminator 2, I'll be back. He sits on the chair. The legs are unscrewed. The chair falls. He lands on the Desert Storm Humvee. Fractures his coccyx. Legs slip forward under the blades of the lawnmower. Cat turns it on. I'll be back. Oop. Actual final destination. Fractures is what? It's not my fault you don't know the names of the human body. Okay, but why? The cat is not gonna get mown. They wouldn't do that. We're just gonna turn on the lawnmower to scare them. Probably. They wouldn't do that, man. Young llama Fortnite mode. Every time. Dude, I need like a I'm sure they exist on YouTube. Oh!
Calculating divergence. Oh, still insufficient. What do
I
I
need
do?
like a YouTube video compilation of people having like okay, this is just the kind of thing that'll cheese you off, okay? Why you got so many things wrong with this, okay? The barbecue's not even on and yet it has a steak on it. You got your tools, you just sitting on top of the barbecue. You got a cold steak on a cold grill. Like, this is how people were cooking in the 90s, man. People were like searing pork chops on 2 sides, putting it in the microwave for 6 minutes after that, then like sprinkling some oregano on top and being like, dinner's ready, honey. It was a different era back then, man. You know, I remember it was like probably 1998. My mom cooked chicken curry, like with yellow curry powder. And I remember my grandparents freaked out. They were like, what is this? And my mom was like, it's curry. And then they were like, what the heck is curry? What is this like yellow chick? This isn't barbecue sauce. Anyway, sorry. We'll just... Toasty. Oh man, I ate so many canned potatoes as a kid when my grandma was cooking. Do not take me back. Do not take me back. Oh no! It's an ambush! On the other hand, by sacrificing the robot, we have saved the child? Good ending? Act 2. Hey.
Sleep mode deactivated.
Uh-oh. What's happening in the
2020
future?
Timeline. Good morning.
The cat died? What are you talking? Was I not looking at the screen? I thought he just got scared and then like ran away.
The attic looks weird. Something must have happened in this time.
It got crushed by the boxes? Oh, cats are fast. They just run away, man.
Ugh, why doesn't Dad trust me? Science is dangerous.
Oh,
science
no.
fairs for you, Adam. But I'm gonna run away and go to the science fair anyway. I'm gonna be a great scientist. Tomorrow's the big day.
You can't go to the science fair until you finish your cigarettes.
What happened between them?
Well, I bet I know what happened. Like, all those freaking boxes probably, like, fell onto the bucket of water, spilled the bucket of water into one of the many exposed power outlets in the basement workshop, and then, like, burned the place down. Is my guess, at least. That's my current prediction. Look, you could do a sick trick here. So I'm gonna come off of this, but I'm gonna land in Goofy style, okay? Here I am. Here I am doing it. Whatever thing I can. It could have been sick though. Oh, Goofy style. Okay, just go over top. Thank you. You can push that rubble out of the way. It's just cosmetic. Then we'll go over top. Yeah. It's a series of tubes, just like the internet. Great sound. Absolutely wonderful sound design. Oh!
The house looks awful. There's debris and signs of a fire everywhere. We should take a look around.
Gather more information. Uh-oh. We shouldn't have, Oh!
It's pitch black.
I was gonna say we shouldn't have changed anything, but then I saw the Great American Chocolate Chip Cookie tin.
In the laundry room.
It's not a Peloton, excuse me. That is a tread fast. There's a sewing kit in there, guaranteed. 100%. There's a sewing kit, some weird magnets, and like 99% drain AA batteries. But for some reason, you're like, hey, in a pinch, you never know when you could need 3 seconds of inconsistent electricity on a flashlight if the power goes out. And the only thing around me is my Royal Dutch sugar cookie box. Oh, and just a staggering amount of rubber bands. All rolled up into one rubber band ball, but you're not allowed to play with it because she might need those someday. PlayStation 1.
The garage is dilapidated too. But at least the fire didn't reach it.
Good word.
It's that car from before.
My garage, my rules.
Been kind to it.
Not the asshole.
It's really dark in the basement. We'll need to light the way somehow.
We
Maybe
need...
we can find something useful in the spare parts box.
I knew it. We actually have to go back to the American cookie box. You think it's possible? Okay, we can make the jump. Yup. Everybody knows you keep dead batteries in the freezer, man. Come on. You're running on some old tech here. Got a ramp. Ooh!
Tragedy struck the Wright household late Tuesday night. The Wrights were asleep when a fire broke out.
So somebody...
Neighbors say the fire
Look,
started
I'm not trying to
in
blow up
attic,
the
then
sponsored
spread to the
segment.
rest of the house.
You're telling me
Unfortunately,
somebody like broke
firefighters
into the
were unable to
house
save Thomas
after the
Wright
fire
and his
and
wife,
left a
Mary,
newspaper about the
or
fire
their
in the
young
house
son, Adam.
just
The
to
matter is
be
still under
BM?
investigation.
Adam is dead? No, that's impossible. I saved him. He was supposed to grow up to be a star athlete.
It was the
or a
arsonist.
scientist. How did this happen? It's all because of me. I need to put everything back the way it was.
All right, Chad. This is why I told you to remember the exact state that everything was in, okay? We got to reverse everything we've done so far. To reverse the butterfly effect. We got to do it in exactly the same way. What about the floorboards you crashed through? We can rebuild them. Oh.
Secret sign. That's very interesting. We should save it.
TNM. Check for secret sign on the map screen. This is actually, it's like a House of Ashes. Oh, there it's 0. It's in a 0th position. Okay. TM in the cup on the coffee. Please do not call it House of Ashes. House of Ashes, the best of all of the Man of Medan Dark Pictures anthology to this date. Okay, we're gonna pull the car out of the way. We're gonna very quickly platform because we got, you know what we gotta do? We gotta do this. You gotta go like this. You gotta go fast. You're gonna get behind it. You're gonna push it up. You never finish, Man of Medan? Lord, give me the confidence of the incorrect. I did not finish Man of Medan with the man who is my Dan, but I did finish it with Kate on her stream. Please. Him, me, him, me. Please. Climb up. Faster, faster. We've done it. The fact that that VOD crashed and burned proved the YouTube audience is a lost cause. Look, I wouldn't go that far. I love you, YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, hello. Click the like button. Tell your friends. But it was one of the more, I don't do it, you know, for, the live audience is for a show like House of Ashes. That's what it's all about. But when I did see how the VOD did, I was kind of like, that's pretty disappointing. Because that's like, oh,
Jenny,
that was good
I
content.
know you want what's best for Adam.
Like, the whole
But
series of the
please
entire game
stop
is gonna, like,
encouraging him.
get less
Adam's
views than the
obsession
one
with
time we
science
played
is getting
Adam's
out of
Family
hand,
Mansion Mayhem.
and I'm afraid he'll hurt himself. Yesterday, he short-circuited the power. We almost had a fire. Sincerely, Tom.
It's absolutely fair. Like, the kid is a little accident prone.
Could Adam really have started the fire?
I completely believe
Did
that.
he lose control of his experiments? No, I don't believe that.
No, come on. Like, just be honest. Like, you know Adam. You saw what happened every time you altered the past. Like, you really don't believe he could have accidentally burned the house down? By the way, you might think I'm, like, punching down here. Adam reminds me a lot of me as a child. I never electrocuted myself or fell off my treehouse or anything like that, but, like, it was pretty accident prone as well. Nice bowling ball. You piece. There we go. Take the HVAC system. Oh, I bet you can smash through the back of the car window. I bet you can use the bowling ball to smash the car window. Here, give me a jump. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do have to ask, you're not wrong.
Father isn't here to see this.
Seems a little insensitive, but I gotta question the safety preparedness of the family. Like, why are you keeping a bowling ball on the top shelf, man? You're living in the Pacific Northwest, even like a 4.0 earthquake, you got a 12-pound boulder coming down on your neck.
Hopefully this will help us fix everything. We need to turn the lantern on first.
Now we can transmit electricity through the air. Oh, excuse me. Get zapped. Holy bursh. Just, I'm not surprised at the level of accidents that are happening here. It seems like so many electronic devices are left on. It happens. Excuse me. Oh, we got to. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. We just got to sneak. I'd like to use my wireless transmission. Cannot be done. We got to go over top. I mean, I'm not hating on Adam either. Like, look, little accident prone as a child, but let's not gloss over the fact that this man did build a time machine. Like, that's kind of sick. I'm kind of stupid. I gotta go over top. My mistake. Like, this would be an improvement to the Terminator franchise. If they stop making movies where they, like, CGI Arnold Schwarzenegger so he only looks like he's, like, a little old instead of old as dirt, which he is, they should make one where they just send back, like, a little nanobot Terminator that's kind of like Chucky. Like a small little robot freak.
Let's go.
You know, just send back like a little Terminator who does like his little Terminator run even though he's the size of a garden gnome or something like that. That'd be kind of sick. The son of Terminator. It could be good. It could be good.
All this water. How can we get to the other side?
This is a car battery hooked up here inside of the flooded basement. No big deal. Okay, here we go. Thank you, styrofoam. Just an oily rag. Let's drop a quick electrical device in there. Flooded basement part 2. Yo, fan boat. Life for me is a riverboat fantasy, watching the sun go down. Anybody here Canadian? Is that guy Canadian? He's gotta be Canadian. That's a song you only hear Canadians talk about. A rock and roll band with a reefer in my hand. Controversial. What does he say in that? Now look at that wheel go around. And then he says, cocaine kisses and moonshine misses. That's the life for me. Dun, dun, dun. I'm sailing away from my heartache on a riverboat fantasy. What a classic, man.
How could this have happened? We worked so hard.
That's David Wilcox.
Worse.
This is the kind of guy, if you live in a town of like 10,000 people and David Wilcox is coming to your local community center, like tickets go for like $150. They're sold out like 8 months in advance. Okay, excuse me. Excuse me. We're gonna take the pipes. There we go. David Wilcox is Canadian? Jealous? Get zapped? Okay, mission failed, mission failed. Not jealous? I bet you'll be jealous when you figure out that, you know who else is Canadian? The guy who sings, one bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. That guy's Canadian.
Generator. I hope it works. It worked. The power is back on.
All right, just push that into the water real quick. Go back to the living room. Get zapped. It's a can of compressed gas.
The only way through is underwater. The lid is blocking the way down.
He's from Delaware, I thought. All right, I might have made that part up. Delaware is almost like Canada, though. In all ways but the physical. That guy's American. Okay, well, you know what? That fits because that song sucks anyway. I think we gotta blow up the red barrel. Yeah, now push it down. And physics should lead to it launching the red barrel. Okay, never mind. I didn't know people were, like, from Delaware. I thought that the only things from Delaware were, like, corporations. Oh, we just go through here now.
We can get inside the pipe now. But how do we reach it?
I know what I must do. We go into the water. We push this out of the way.
The barrel bumped the box out of the way. Can we jump up there now?
I told you. Aubrey Plaza's from Delaware. Is she a corporation? We don't talk about Aubrey Plaza because, as far as I'm concerned, like, her role in Dirty Grandpa is like a career destroyer. I don't wish to speak about Aubrey Plaza anymore. Don't say the lines. Jay, I'm thinking about it. Finally, the villagers will eat. She was in Dirty Grandpa? Yeah, she played the lady who wanted to have intercourse with the grandpa.
This microwave
For no
is a
reason.
trick. In order to enable temporal transference, we'll also need a cell phone, a radio, and a time chip.
Okay, MacGyver.
I think I saw a cell phone around here somewhere.
It's gonna be a Nokia. I promise you that. You have one new message.
Tom, I tried not to interfere.
Oh, no.
You were supposed to support Adam.
Oh, no.
Help him. But because of your parenting, he ran away from home in the middle of the night. He's only 12, Tom.
Yeah, I agree. He shouldn't have done that. This is back in the day, by the way, where you could actually, like, check your voicemail, and it wasn't, like, a bunch of robots trying to steal your information. You just get a voicemail that's like... this is how, like, if you really want to conceptualize...
We don't need
Whoops.
anything from there.
How long ago the 90s were? Like, in the 90s, you would just get, like, a voicemail or an answering machine message that would just be like... Hey, it's like your friend was just calling to see how you were doing, but you're not home. Okay, call me back when you get this. Bye. That's it. Nowadays, if somebody sent me a voicemail like that, I would block their number 100% unless they were, like, literally my parents. Bob, we had a baby. It's a boy. If someone left me a voicemail that was like, oh, I'm just calling to catch up, I would be like, we're caught up now. We're never speaking again. Is that, if we're talking about classics, does my name get brought up? Yeah, catch this. Blocked. He's done it. Four Souls Collector's Edition right there. Oh, please. Excuse me?
The phone still works. It just needed a little tweak.
Must be a
Now
Nokia.
we just need to find a radio and make a time chip. We're going to
Okay,
need some real
thank you.
tools now.
This is from the
We
P.O.
should
box?
check the rest of the house. We haven't been to the laundry room yet.
Hold on, one moment. I'm just reading it to make sure it's okay. Check this. Oh, this is cool. Okay, you ready for this? Hi, Ryan and Kate. I don't really watch your content anymore, or any Twitch if I'm being honest. No offense taken. Well, I guess you're not going to see this then. But I have very fond memories of watching your Let's Plays in the NLSS. Hope you're doing well. Baby too. I mostly carve and print fish now instead of watching video games. Here's some of the fish. Thanks for the company. Hey, look at this. Some pretty cool looking fish. Carve and print? I mean, those are some cool looking fish, dude. There's some other ones here. That's pretty dope. This is some cool stuff, man. Look at how vibrant that is. Time to mint these on OpenSea. Oh, so they're like a wood carving that is then inked up and printed onto some nice paper. This is pretty cool, man. Thank you. Those are level 3s, guaranteed. That is sick. Dude, honestly, we get a lot of good stuff on the P.O. box. Like, I'm not trying to incept people to send us stuff necessarily. But there's been a lot of great stuff throughout the years via the P.O. box. Somebody was like, they shipped us literally like a 10-kilogram box. And I was like, what is this? And it ended up being an insanely thick cutting board made of like rich mahogany or something like that. We still use it to this day. Like, you can't kill it. It's unkillable. It's an incredible cutting board. It's also heavy. Like, sometimes you'll hear it like fall over and you'll swear there was like an earthquake, but okay, we're going over. We're going under. Minipolis. The Kiadi Mondays. Look, I hope that if you sent us a Kiadi Monday or a copy of Grey's Anatomy for the PC on CD-ROM, I hope that you recognize that I got a laugh and then an exasperated sigh when I opened it up and then just threw it in the trash. I'll be honest with you. So, I don't know, we got enough Kiadi Mondays. Like, probably there were like 12 Kiadi Mondays, I would say. Those pretty much all got donated. And by pretty much, I mean, I think literally all got donated. I don't know what kind of, like, Big Brother organization is going to do something with 12 Kiadi Monday figurines, but it's going to be a fun Christmas at some super nerd's house 3 or 4 years ago. The heck is this? The Grey's Anatomy ones, no joke, about once every, I don't know, once every few months. Can't squeeze it through there. I would either get like a note, or I would, like, my mom, this happened multiple times, my mom would send me a message like, hey, like, my ex-co-worker's son is like a big fan. Is there any way you could like sign something for them? I just started signing off all those copies of Grey's Anatomy and then giving them away. Might as well. It's called upcycling. So there's probably like 5 to 7 Grey's Anatomy copies out there with my signature on them, but it was also like a signature of Sharpie on like laminated plastic, so it's possible that they that the signature has worn off by now. I really thought I was a genius. I thought, like, if this landed perfectly in that little holder up there. Yeah, I'm under no delusion. I'm sure they just threw it out. Like, 2 years later when they were like, I don't watch this guy anymore, they probably just threw it in the garbage can, but... You got the right idea? Oh, land it in the ladle. Yeah, land it in the ladle. Yeah. No, hit the switch on the vent hood. Oh. Get owned, you piece. Nice try. Can't sneak that by me. It's kind of a sick deal, honestly, because, like, I'm pretty sure that those copies of Grey's Anatomy, they're, like, out of print now, which makes a lot of sense. But the show's still kind of, like, popping, right? Like, they came out with a new season recently. So it's really, like, a $50 plus value, even before you discount 50% for the signature.
But we can't move the board because of the box.
We can't move the board because of the box. Okay. This seems like the kind of puzzle that ruins me. I thought you literally meant the book Grey's Anatomy. They made a book based on the show? Yo, sick toasty maker. Okay. Then this is gonna the can's going, man. Okay. There you go. There you go. God, he's good. Then this rolls back a little bit. We're going to fall down here. We're going to go fast. We're going to go fast. There you go. Can me. Can me. Okay, we blocked that drawer, which we were doing for good reason. Who up playing with the cans? Me? OMG, me. You can go down now? Oh, yeah, my mistake. Hold on. You just gotta go... Bonk. Told you. He's just like me. He's in the theater just eating beans. What's the best food to sneak into a movie theater? I honestly, like, I don't cry for the theaters. Hey, Eric. AAV. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. I don't cry for the movie theaters, but I do get annoyed when people sneak in their own food when the food is stinky. That's like my only I think if you're in a shared place, you have to have a food that either has a universally agreed upon pleasant aroma, but not so pleasant that it drives people insane with jealousy, or you have to have a food that's largely inert from an olfactory standpoint. What have I done? Yeah, no stinky, no noisy. I told this before, I was on an Alaska Airlines flight, Vancouver to Seattle. The shit's like, you know, 40 seats. on a twin turbo prop airplane. Person sitting in like row 2, seat A, busted out like a homemade egg salad sandwich as soon as we got to cruising altitude. You know, you're flying at 500 degrees, the air's like wafting back into your face, and you're like, oh my god, really? Like, what are you doing with a homemade egg salad sandwich on a 30-minute flight? Did it smell delicious? Nah, man. Egg salad smells gross at the best of times. And this was not the best of times. Okay. You're gonna go like right there. Yeah. Hey! It's a penknife? Soldering iron?
Just what we need to make a time chip.
Holy crap.
And
I'm
fix
walking here.
electronics.
I've seen I saw someone say once I was on the train, the guy behind me busted out a whole head of lettuce and just started munching on it. I mean, that's pretty bad. I have seen that before where, like, I was on the bus in Vancouver and, like, there were 2 weirdos in front of me and they just kept, like, pulling kale out of this bag of kale they bought at the grocery store. They were just eating it like it was potato chips on the bus. And you're like, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like, it's not bad for you. It's just kind of strange that you're just eating. Or it was celery. That's it. It's been a while. She was just like eating raw stalks of celery out of the bag. And you're like, it's just weird, man. I like celery, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, at home, do whatever you want. On the bus, it's just a little weird. I went to school with a kid who would eat whole, unpeeled cucumbers in class. Hold on, though. What do you mean, unpeeled? You peeling your damn cucumbers? I mean, eating a whole cucumber in class is like a weird energy to begin with, but what are you talking about, peeled, unpeeled? Of course I peeled the cucumber? What are you talking about? You just eat the... You just eat the skin, man. That's like peeling your gyoza before you eat it. Like, what are you saying? Let me in. It's better without the peel? Come on. I don't even know what to say. Like, this is just... Like a peach or a kiwi or something. Okay, I get it. But, like a cucumber? Come on, man. I mean, I wouldn't peel a peach either. I'm just saying. Some people probably would. Some people probably don't like eating the fruit that tastes like it's, you know, got a mustache or something. Doesn't bother me. Because as you can see, when I run into difficult situations in video games, I'm chewing on my upper lip like it's a cronut. I'm lost. I feel like we gotta, like... Hold on. You can swing from the handle? From what handle? The one you're holding right now? Holy... Okay, this won't work, but I understand now. Should have never smoked that shit. Now I'm peeling cucumbers. I just find it, like, it's just funny, okay? Because you, like, you don't realize, like, your parents probably did some, like, weird stuff dietarily when you were a kid. You inherited it, and then, like, you don't realize it's weird until you're, like, in college or something like that, and somebody's like, what the hell are you doing? I remember, I've told this story many times before, but we were making homemade, pizzas in my second year of university, and my housemate was like, you know, don't worry, we'll just go to the grocery store, like, buy whatever to put on them. This dude legit bought cucumber, for one. Please. So he was gonna put cucumber on a pizza, just like the Seinfeld episode. You can't put a cucumber on a pizza! And then on top of that, he also didn't cut them in the most sane way that you would if you wanted to put them on a pizza, which is like pepperoni, right? You know, he didn't cut them into circles. He cut them into spears. Like the way that you would slice up a dill pickle to serve alongside a hamburger. And then he just put the spears on the pizza. And everybody was just like looking at the pizza like, what the hell is wrong with you? It's got like weird little like mushy cucumber mountains on it. He's like, it's not weird. I'm like, no one I know on Earth has ever seen that shit before, so I don't know what your definition of weird is, but... Ooh, zipline. I like warm cucumber is not the dream to begin with. I love cucumber. Very tasty, but... Cooked cucumber can get a little weird.
Time chip to the radio. But where are we supposed to find all the stuff we need?
You guys remember the song Stuff by Blue Radio? Yeah, that was a bop. I do have to be honest as well, like, as a kid, I loved dill pickles. I still like dill pickles, but I'm like a one strip or one spear of dill pickles sort of guy now.
We can probably find an old radio.
Because they're just too, like... They're just too, like, vinegary for me now. Like, I love a salty pickle, but it just get a little too sour for me now. Like, I used to munch them by, like, the handful as a kid. Now I'm like, I can have, like, half of one, and then I'm like, okay, I'm good. I love pickles in general, but there is sometimes food for me. This is not where I'm supposed to go. I have a friend that eats cucumber and Nutella. Look, this is kind of weird, but there's a part of me that's like, I bet it's like okay. I mean, this isn't even on like the same level, but I was kind of like, I was just looking for a snack the other day. We had Kanaka broad, we had hummus, we had some mini cucumbers. Spread the hummus on the Kanaka broad. Slice up the mini cucumbers into rounds. Put the rounds on top of the hummus. Had like a little hummus and cucumber sandwich. It was pretty delicious.
Almost done. There we go.
We've done it. Yo, whoa! God is my witness. He's broken in half. I thought it was gonna slam it on me. Oh, okay. That's an incredibly normal sandwich? Really? That's an incredibly normal sandwich? I guess I must be like some kind of asshole for lying to you. I forgot you couldn't shake a stick at the old high school cafeteria without seeing somebody with a Swedish flatbread hummus and cucumber sandwich. Like that. This is just... Probably that was the #1 at the high school cafeteria. Okay, I gotta like... Look, I can do this. Are you okay? The puzzles are too hard for me, man. I'm not joking. You can't... I don't know if you can hold the chair and hit the button at the same time. That's my problem here. Like what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Oh yeah, there you go. Canadian education. There you go. I was hitting the button too fast. That's my problem. That's always been my problem, being too good. Physics. I'm not being the Joker. You're the Joker. Science laboratory.
Science lab. Nice sign. Looks homemade.
Excuse Okay, anyway, that was fun. Yeah, we're coming close to the end. We're not quite at the end. We're coming close to the end here of excuse me, of TimeLoader, also known as the butterfly effect plus robots. A good lesson that the ink is dry. Don't try to mess with the ink because the ink is dry. And the pen is mightier. Go to exclamation mark. You call it an exclamation mark or an exclamation point. I'm always an exclamation point guy. But I know that some people prefer to say mark. But you know what? We don't need to talk about that for the time being. I know what we need to do. We need to get up there, screw in the screw so that the truck can go over the keyboard. It makes perfect sense. But exclamation point TimeLoader will take you to a place where you can wish list the game as it comes out tomorrow. If you're watching on YouTube, that'll be in the video description. Oh! He's so good. He's so good. Then, they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know how to do this. My God. Yeah, I'm with you. Is it legal to be this good?
Maybe we can turn it on.
It happens.
This looks like an antivirus folder. It might come in handy.
Password protected.
We need the password.
I know the
Too bad we
password.
don't
It's
have it. We need the password.
5591.
Too bad we don't have it. Guess we won't be able to open these folders. We need the password. Too bad we don't. We need the password. Too bad we don't have it. Guess we won't be able to open these folders.
What is this? Did she kill him? This is like the photo for like a Netflix original about a lady who kills. Mom, shh, gif. Excuse me, I'd like to go back. I'd like to go CD ... please. Thank you. Holy bursh.
We need the password. Too bad we don't have it. Guess we won't be able to open these folders.
That's not a GIF. You can have a static GIF if, like, for some reason, you know, you just don't care about your picture being outrageously large.
Looks like Adam's
Before the
dad made this
JPEG compression
himself.
was invented.
He must have been really proud of Adam.
He's kind of dripped up, huh? Password? Make a time chip.
I found a quote from a certain scientist today. He said, an athletic achievement is one man's victory, but a scientific achievement is a victory for all mankind. I think he's right. I want to become a scientist. I just know I can use science to change the world.
You know, look. Science is cool, but I don't know any scientist that won 3 back-to-back NBA titles 2 times in a row. Like, yeah, whatever, egghead. Shut up, nerd. Pardon me. Pardon me. Joke was so funny, I had to cough.
It's a good thing the schematics
Oh!
of the chip are stored in my memory. We'll have to cut a few corners. I hope this works.
Choked on
All
my own
systems
joke.
green. We're almost done. We just need one last component.
What time is it? It was 1:09. Holy crap. Normally this stream would only be like 2 hours in. That's crazy to think about. All right. That is TimeLoader. I had a good time playing TimeLoader. Thank you again to Meta for the sponsorship. Not Facebook. It wasn't Facebook, okay? Don't ice me. It was not Facebook. It was Meta Publishing. There's two different things. Thanks again. Let me hit you with a slash marker.